What's up, NFL fans? I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, and don't forget to check out and purchase your copy of our latest football game plan book, Stiff Arming Football Myths. We have these available in both PDF and paperback form.
Let's start with some coaching points in this ball game. Looking at the Jets first, I would go with more matchup zones this week versus Tennessee instead of playing just straight man defense. Again, you never want to turn your back to a quarterback that has mobility because they will take off and run the football. And the safeties can't be late arriving to the ball. I'm pretty sure you're going to see a lot of in and out breaking routes from Tennessee, a lot of slants, a lot of skinny posts. They have to get there at the same time as the ball to make a play on it by either getting the guy on the ground or picking off the pass. And they have to play well in the green zone. That's where the Jets struggled last week versus Minnesota, and that's where they ultimately lost the game. They settled for 3 instead of 7. They have to find ways to put touchdowns on the board this week versus Tennessee. And for the Titans in this ball game, the linebackers must win at the point of attack. Versus the New York Jets, you're probably going to get 65% to 70% run. And if you're not filling in the hole, you're going to struggle versus this offense. So those linebackers have to be in tune to what's going on and meet the rubber at the road versus this Jets offense. And I would blitz Geno Smith. Where Geno Smith has success is when he's able to sit back there and scan the field from left to right. He's able to hit plays deep down the field. Where he struggles is when he has to make a quick and rush decision. That's when he throws blind. That's where you can make plays on the football, perhaps getting in an interception or bat the ball down at the line of scrimmage. And you have to follow the moving Harvin. Since they got Percy Harvin, they have featured him early and often in the ball game. So wherever he's aligned, wherever he goes in motion, that's where you want to shift your focus towards, so that way you can be in better position to make a play.
This week versus the Tennessee Titans, the Jets have to be able to put 7 on the board this week in the red zone. I'm going to show you how they can do so. Running a little full-back trap. Sometimes you can get creative and put 2 backs in the backfield, but let's utilize 2 backs. Let's say this is Chris Ivory and this is CJ2K. And what we're going to do is get Chris Ivory the football going inside, following the block of the kickout block of the play side guard. So backside, work up, get those backside defenders blocked. You're going to have the center combo block with the play side tackle to the backer. Get that guy blocked right there. Tight end or bigger wide receiver is going to work up and get the backer block as he's going to float to the football. Get him blocked here. You're going to kick out this safety with the play side guard. Boom. He's going to come up. He's going to get kicked out by the guard. The fake toss action holds his cornerback at bay. Reverse out. Hand the football off to Ivory, who's going to follow the pulling guard into the hole, base block on the backer, and could walk in the end zone. So again, I would utilize this on the goal line. The Jets had problems last week versus Minnesota punching it in on the goal line. This week versus Tennessee, they have to capitalize on those opportunities, and this is one way they can do so. The Tennessee Titans know the Jets want to run the football first, second, third, sometimes even fourth before they decide to throw it. I'm going to show you one run blitz they can utilize to help slow down this ground game and put this thing in a passing situation. Show you what I'm talking about here. What we're going to do is going to get a lot of inside pressure. That's the key to stopping them run. You want guys on the outside to play contain, but you really have to get that penetration on the inside. Show you what we're talking about here. We're going to cross the face of the center with the nose tackle, bring him in the weak side A gap. Slant over as well, weak side B gap. Outside backers half contained, but they're gonna check contain first, then drop back into that curl flat area. Check, drop back. Corners playing their cover 3. Boom. We're gonna rob the middle of the field with one safety, drop another safety back deep. So we're playing cover 3, and now what we're gonna do, we're gonna bring this backer here in the A gap, B gap, and now he's playing on the outside. So you see where you're getting dual A gap pressure, one with the nose tackle crossing face with the backer shooting right in that strong side A gap with the other backer looping behind him in the strong side B gap. Dual pressure on the strong side with your 2 backers, with your defensive ends playing extra aggressive but playing contained on the outside with the backers. You're robbing the middle of the field in case it's a pass. So if they want to come down here with a tight end, boom, he's going to pick it off. They want to go out here with a quick slant. He's buzzing underneath that quick slant, and he's also coming to make a play if he catches it right there to hold it to a minimal gain. So this is one way this week versus the Jets, the Tennessee Titans can have some success in playing great defense by stopping the run, but also being in great position to make a play on a quick pass.
The two X factors in this ball game sort of go hand in hand. For the Jets, it's about their defensive line. Playing a guy in Jake Locker that loves to extend the play. They can't get outside of the pocket. They can't gash you on the ground. You have to play with gap discipline and play responsible football up front. You can get aggressive, but you can't lose gap integrity. Otherwise, he'll gash you. And for the Titans, it is quarterback Jake Locker that's returning to the starting lineup, replacing an injured Zach Mettenberger. What has he learned since he's been on the bench? Can he play better football from the neck up? Because let's be honest, the Titans do have the advantage on the flanks. Their receiving core is better than what the Jets are putting out there right now at cornerback, and I think that's where they can exploit, but it's up to Jake Locker to make excellent plays from the neck up and throwing the football this week versus New York. I like the Jets in this ball game. I like what I saw offensively from New York last week versus Minnesota. They ran the football very well, which I think they'll do versus Tennessee, but they threw the football outside of the first pass of the game that went for a touchdown for Minnesota. They threw the ball well throughout the course of that ball game and played well enough to win. They just have to tie up those loose ends, and I think they'll do so this week versus Tennessee. So look for the Jets to knock off the Titans on the road. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Jet fan forums and Titan fan forums for always showing football game plan support.